Welcome to Just Us Bees. We're three lifelong friends who've been talking nonsense for years. Finally decided to put Mike in front of us. Here, we break down everything from music, movies, and TV to sports and the latest in pop culture with just the right mix of hot takes, humor, and some good old-fashioned banter. If you love a great debate, random deep dives, and unfiltered fun, you're in the right place. So grab a seat, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. This is Just Us Bees.
All right, let's do it. Episode 5. Golf.
Episode 5, the golf pod.
Golf.
Yes, Michael's smiling. So good.
Smiling. I'm looking at the nice
outline?
the outline that Daniel made too. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Do you see Michael anti-outline when it's Severance, but for golf he's like, let's do the outline.
no. I was because we don't have to hit this stuff in order. That was like I like how we jump around and it was random and we're touching all the points kind of thing.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
That's our style.
I get it.
Good. Sick.
Yeah.
No,
So wait, what do we talk about first though? What is the old
Well,
we refer to the outline.
If we're going in order, the Tom Pros. Okay. If we're going in order, it's how you even got into the golf. That if chronologically is
I'm just trying to unblur my camera. No, not working. Is it blurred? Maybe it's just blurred on my end.
you're blurred.
no,
baby.
it's-
No, you're blurred.
it's
You're
blurred
blurred.
over here.
baby.
Now I'm blurred, baby. Yeah,
I go to those settings, baby.
settings.
It's the one thing I know how to do on this computer is go to settings.
It's weird. Anyway,
you just disappear.
why don't let's go Michael, me, Dan, or
Yes,
whatever
let's do it.
order, because Michael's been playing the
Who
longest.
started first? I think I
That's
started
Well,
first.
Let's actually go Daniel because the way I got my first decent set of irons
Oh,
was
this is funny.
from Daniel.
I didn't
Okay,
even know.
all right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, all right. So I started caddying in 2009, right, with Colin. Literally, I've been trying to think of his last name, and if you're gonna say it, I'm gonna feel so dumb, and I don't.
Yeah. Well, we shouldn't say it, but
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
but I do know it.
Yeah. So Colin was caddying at Edgewood Country Club in Rivervale, New Jersey, and my dad also knew the caddy master. So my dad, helped me get a job there. That was right after college. I didn't have much going on, so I started caddying, and then they would let us play. There was always outings on Monday at the golf course. Monday was always closed for members, and people could rent the golf course and do outings, just like you guys go to, right?
Golf Club Mondays.
And we were always allowed to play after outings. The caddies were all if the outing finished early, we were always allowed to play. And obviously, I didn't play at that time, so then I just got a pair of sticks, and me and Colin would just go out there on the course, and we just started hacking it up and just figuring it out.
so
yeah,
playing at age 22?
yeah. What 2009? No, it's 20. Yeah, 20.
Age 20 was before Michael. You never played before 20?
Wait, 2020. That
No.
No,
when
were you 20 years old?
Oh no, I definitely played before that. I played.
I was just
Oh,
curious.
you did.
I don't know when I started exactly. I was sometime either in late middle school or high school. I would go to the driving range with Vinny Lanzetta. I think you've played with him now, Tom, right?
Yeah.
My big Italian Vin over there.
Yes.
But we would just spend a lot of time at the driving range, and it was pretty impressive. He, as a young kid, he could hit it to the back of the property at the Pan Golf driving range, which is easily 260 or whatever to go into those woods. And then we played Rockland Lake Par 3 a couple times, but I wasn't into it.
So maybe that's the distinction. I played when I was a kid too.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
There's a point where you actually start
caring.
caring.
Yeah,
which-
yeah.
So Dan,
I started caring right away because golf can do that, and I don't want to be. I hate playing things that I'm bad at, right? So you start picking up golf, and I'm starting to play every week, and it is a private course. There's 3 9-holes, so you can mix and match to do an 18. It was actually really, really cool course.
Do you remember when you gave me those golf clubs, those irons?
Yeah, that was probably after I was already playing for maybe a year at that point, so that was probably 2010.
Wait, I didn't know you played golf trying to for a year.
Yeah, for
Or
several
more.
years.
I didn't know you were. That's so
Golfing,
crazy.
just golfing.
That's
Yeah.
so crazy.
Well, we got to play and then we started playing other courses. But the funny thing about Michael is shitty even admitting this, but I may have procured a set of golf clubs.
Yeah, I hear
while
ya.
heading,
What kind
you
of
know?
what kind of discount was that? It was a 5-finger discount, right?
I'd rather not say.
I know
Yeah, 10 finger. Yeah, it's
some
heavy.
type of-
It's a heavy.
some type
Yeah,
of-
bag.
definitely.
that's
Yeah,
right.
definitely 10
Definitely,
because
definitely
the bag was heavy. But then I was like, Michael, I got
Yeah,
these
go
clubs like really cheap, $250. You want these clubs?
Wait, no, that's fine because that's what Michael would do.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, the
Dude,
second-
so
the
he saw
second,
them,
yeah.
dude. But they were at the time, they were burners. Like burners had just came out. Like they
Yeah,
were
so
like
I-
legit
What are
burners.
burners?
So funny thing about those golf,
TaylorMade's
funny thing
was
funny thing about those golf clubs, Daniel. Those are the get people into golf set
Club.
now.
Yeah.
So I gave them to Anton about a year ago, maybe less.
Really?
Wait, they're still going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is the exact set. And if you look closely, I think one of the irons still has a Daniel Felici label on it. That's
awesome.
shaft,
Yeah,
yes.
I relabeled them
Yeah.
like with the
Where
we had like the label maker at Edgewood,
Yep.
so, and then you laminate it, and I like labeled the clubs so that they were mine.
So
Yeah.
it looked like yours.
They look
Yes.
like-
he just removed Jim Smith and put Daniel Felici.
definitely someone Jewish because it was a Jewish country club,
That is
not Smith.
amazing.
More like Schmidt.
Jim Schmidt.
Schmidt.
So
So the first clubs I had were R7s at that time. I
Yeah.
procured. I did not 5-finger discount those. I bought those R7s, and then when I got back into golf during COVID, I bought the same set of R7s.
Wait. So talk about you did it for a few years and then stopped because you stopped caddying, or like
No, but
You went
yeah,
away
yes,
or-
yeah, I stopped caddying, and I wasn't really sober at that point, so like
okay.
wasn't really fitting into the old agenda.
But for a
you know?
few, like, how good did you get, or not good?
Oh, I
did you
got
get?
to about a bogey golfer in my
Whoa,
first.
that's awesome! I had no
I
idea.
was young and athletic. So I
Yeah.
could, yeah. So,
So
I,
one
I
thing-
was
one
pretty,
thing-
pretty
one-
naturally picked it up.
The one thing
And
I remember
I
about-
played my home course, and I knew how to read the greens, right?
So-
Because I was a caddy.
So that makes sense because when we golfed at Michael's bachelor party, you had like a 93 or something. I was like, oh, that's really good. I was like, that's awesome for never playing golf.
Golf, yeah.
But you did.
Yeah,
I was
but
like,
I
oh,
did.
Yeah, he beat me that day, and then I got
Yeah.
mad at him because he was being a dick about it.
yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do.
As one does.
And then
Yeah,
Tom was
Someone
probably
who
like,
plays-
"Hey Dan, like that was fucking awesome, but sorry, I love watching Michael get pissed. That was fucking sick.
Yeah.
It is his bachelor party. Maybe we should tone down just a little
No,
bit,
no,
but like
no.
not a lot, just like a real
It's
little
very
bit.
easy to read the opportunity to control you.
Love seeing Michael play. It was awesome. I thought he was about to hit you at one point, but just a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
teensy tiny.
It's very easy to lean into trolling you, and because I
Yeah,
know when Tom's
'cause
gonna do it, and it's just really easy to do.
Tom controlled me with like one look.
Yeah.
he controlled me with a look. He's like one of the
Yeah.
few people that can do it.
On the
Yeah.
golf course.
But at that time
No.
that we played,
You actually don't do it to me on the golf course.
Yeah,
It's
well-
surprising.
No, because you like you being a man on a golf course, and this was when we first started playing together. I was like, it's not fun when you're not happy, right? I'm like,
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
golfing with a friend and he's not fun to be with. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is not.
Yeah.
And then you got so much better
Yeah.
overall. And then
I don't care what I shoot anymore.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say the one funny thing about Daniel, when he was like, because he taught me a couple things after he gave me the set, is like I don't remember
you?
like. So we played once with me, you, Brian Tracy at the club, and like this is after like we had been out a couple times. Like Brian Tracy would always hit this like bump and run 8-iron,
Yes.
and it was sick. And Daniel was the exact opposite. So like no matter where he was or where the
Flopping,
pin
baby.
was,
Flopping.
flop shot everywhere, like full send flop. So like I thought that's what you were supposed to do. So like for like the first like year and a half, however long I had those clubs, I would never chip it close to the hole because
It requires so much finesse.
I was like, oh, you could like roll it to the hole. I was like, I
Yeah,
thought you had to
like a
fly
putt,
it.
like almost like a little putt.
Now I'm the exact opposite. I want that ball on the ground as fast as possible.
I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hear you.
So that must have been what in like 20.
You bought the clubs in 2010, and then I don't know what your golf journey was like. I stopped
did
golfing,
I-
and then I didn't golf again until
I don't-
2020.
I don't think I had them for that long.
Then you bought other clubs.
No, because the set I have now is the set I bought after those. I don't think I had them for 9 years. So 2010 I would have been in college, right? So 2008. No, that would have been back from college at that point. 2008 I graduated college.
You talk about a flop.
Wait, where's
Daniel,
is this the bachelor
Daniel
party?
Flop.
Get
Daniel
out of
Flop.
here.
Wait,
You have
see,
footage?
So again,
How did
this-
you get this?
Look, and this is me
GoPro.
thinking he never played golf, and I was like, wow, he just did a golf shot. Now it all makes sense.
How do you have this video?
Dude, this is an unlisted video that we made just for us for your bachelor party.
Or something, right? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like this is not on. Like I do want that link because I was literally just thinking about it today because I knew we were going to be talking about golf.
So wait, there's a video from the bachelor party somewhere.
Yes, Tom
Where-
made it. It's
Did you-
unlisted.
did
You
you
only you
send
can
it
only
to
get it
me?
via the link.
What?
Yeah, we viewed it. We've seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It has
Dan,
it has
you
an
were-
epic song. I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
what song you chose. It was just.
Yeah.
you looked very fit in that picture, in that video.
I appreciate that.
Like not just skinny. You look like were you like working out and shit back? What the
Nope,
fuck?
never. Nope.
Nope, never been to a gym in my life.
No.
So wait, no, now this is bothering me because like I don't think I had those clubs for 9 years. Is
There's
there
Michael, his face on a ball.
Yeah. Hey,
I-
just zooming
I-
by, dude.
I need this link.
Yeah, dude.
There's a funny Michael hitting a bad drive and slamming his club. Probably.
Trying to suck that Heineken dick right there.
Dude, this was fun. This was
Yeah,
really
this,
fun.
can't
this
believe
is a
you-
good trip.
Wait, there's
How do
no
I know
audio. Wait, you have the audio paused on purpose?
Oh, I just don't have. Yeah.
Okay.
Laughs, food, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, just wanted to prep as to what will be going on in this vlog. All right, on the first tee box, playing the blues
Holy
today. Why are we
shit.
playing the blues today?
Playing the blues is a short course, and you're a bitch.
I know, you're trying to sabotage my game. All right, we'll get into some wacky golf shots here in a little bit.
I think you flopped that.
Into the bunker.
not only his expression, the way it just plopped in.
This fucking guy.
Fucking Tom is the biggest man ever.
Yeah. It's a
Other Tom, Matt Tom.
Matt fucked up the $10,000 haul.
Yeah, well, I suck.
I hate piping shit.
Ball immediately out of the pocket.
That was a Michael special for anyone who doesn't know. Not anymore, but bad drive ball out of pocket
no!
before it lands.
He's just like,
Behind me? Right.
where'd it go? Behind me?
He was a fun time. That was great.
This is amazing. We're gonna do a video like this for our trip coming up, Tom. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
I like this, like a vlog. This is sick.
Yeah, I think only half of it is
Oh,
golf,
that's curve.
Yeah.
and then it gets into like other stuff.
That's a fucking curve.
That's a fucking curve.
This is the flop. This is something else.
How wide is this water?
200 yards.
Oh, that was Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So we're all doing it.
We're all going in.
No. Ain't nobody hitting no shit.
Why do you and Tom look so much younger in here, and I look exactly the same?
Yeah.
Am I just perpetually old?
Dude, athletic.
Is it
I don't know.
going?
Tom's just
Is it
athletic.
going?
Dude.
It's going? Fuck.
Did no one hit it over? Or no, Danny did?
Look at that follow through.
No,
Look at
no.
this guy.
You're over.
Yo.
He got it.
Holy
got it.
shit. Dude, that was sick, bro. Oh, shit.
I didn't watch
18
this
over
since
on the
he did it.
front, and that's why you owe me strokes, bitch.
We're 18 over.
So how would you summarize the front nine of the Arnie Palmy?
I think it was a little up and down, mostly down, but we had some good shots in there. A couple good things to remember.
We brought 110%. I do know that.
110%. But you got to go out there. You hope to play good. You try to play good. I think you play pretty good tonight.
So yeah, now we gotta just wait for these fuckers to
I
get
already
back.
knew what I was gonna say before
We're
that
sitting here
happened.
twirling our thumbs after we slaved over plating all of this.
Oh, I
wonderful
remember
stuff
this.
for them.
I remember this.
I've been waiting my whole
Dan-
life for this.
Ah,
Matt and Danny made us a spread. when we were out.
Oh, this
you
is post
poor.
Dragonfly.
We just got done with Dragonfly. It was pretty
All right, well, it was telling us to
Matt,
go
did you have enough chicken?
Tom goes on a rant here.
I did. I certainly did. What, did he have enough U-turn? I'm
Dan,
saying make a left.
Dan, can you find me a
We'll get there.
three-bedroom?
All right.
Can you find me a three-bedroom, please?
Good.
Oh, my phone's in my pocket. You're beat.
That's okay. And Daniel's the only
There it is.
not yet.
Look, it's on.
He's the only not yet licensed real estate agent in Florida that can drive and find you a nice house. Matt, you want to read us all the signs that you see?
Wells Fargo, Panera Bread.
I don't read fast. I'm fucking under the gun.
Race! Let's go to Race!
Austin, Hyatt. Quality Suites. I can't read the bottom one.
Tacos? Are you fucking kidding me? Eddie Opening a Rocco's Tacos in New York is going to be my next business venture.
That's where we're going.
That is an unbelievable.
We'll make a cool 50K each.
Can you describe this trip, post-trip, to people who inquire about it? How would you describe it?
This trip?
Yeah, this trip.
Let's see. That's a very personal question. How would you describe it? Well, I'm going to describe this trip as fucking
Fireball.
As fucking awesome.
Just vibing.
I'm so drunk in this.
Yeah, dude. So much sake.
So
All right, we're
related
going to check back in with you later. Goodbye.
related to that is so Michael calls me from where were you? The DR? He calls me from the DR and he sounds just like that, like slurring. And this was just last week, like slurring. Where I was like, dude, I thought he was on the airplane, like on Xaners.
Oh yeah, he's gotten the double dose. Yeah.
And it was total like slur. I was like, oh, yes, this is
Hold on. Serious question. When did I call you? What day?
yeah, dude. It was that. I was like, he's not gonna remember. Oh, you could stop presenter.
Wait, hold on. Was this by any chance Wednesday?
No, I think it was Friday.
The last day?
I
Because
don't know.
Wednesday we played
Saturday.
with Molly and Carlos's girlfriend,
Mm.
and I got very drunk.
It wasn't even then. I don't think.
So I think I also have noticed by listening to some of these videos, like I have a little bit of a list of the time when I talk, and I really don't know where they came
I don't
from.
notice that. I did not notice that at all. I think
Really?
that's
It's
great.
like it's probably like a like I hate the sound of my own voice type of thing.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean?
Are you doing it now on purpose? No.
No, that's it. No, see, that's what I mean. Okay,
Oh no, he's gonna be self-conscious now.
stop making fun of me.
No, but like it was such bad slurring. I was like, I don't know what you're saying. And he's like,
Well,
he's like-
I mean,
he's like,
the
yeah,
reason,
you do.
reason I asked is I was very drunk from the beginning of that trip till the end. I think
Yeah.
Saturday was the only day I really didn't drink that much. So,
well, you did.
yeah, I did.
So you're saying you had those burners, bought a new set of clubs, and then that's been your set of clubs since?
No, incorrect. So yes, that's. I mean, there was not one in between, but like not.
No. Yes.
I don't think it was 9 years later. Is what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm trying to
Oh.
figure out. Did I get those clubs from you before that?
No.
I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe I just stopped playing for a while because that would have been 2 years after college. I would have just started CTG.
Yep.
And then maybe I played like intermittently, and that's possible. You know why? Because like I really started getting into it when I started playing golf at these conferences. Like they would have a golf
like
day or whatever.
scramble.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So then,
Yep.
so like I've been playing golf for all these years, but I really started taking it very seriously in 2018 because for that year I played all the time, and then I know exactly when I got fitted because they're 2019 Callaway Apex, and
Got
I
it. Yep.
I had the M5 driver that Tiger had when he won
Just
the
at the time.
2019 Masters. Yep.
Yep.
So all the 2019 models. So that's when I got really into it. I know it wasn't 2019 because obviously I was like really into it to go spend. I think it was like 3,700 for a full bag back then.
Yep.
Without the putter, so $4,000. Like so, I've been playing like an avid like sicko for whatever that is, 7-8 years, something like that.
Yeah.
But
So
I've had a long on and off
Yeah.
golf history. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I played during COVID. We played all the time because there's nothing to do, and you
Yeah.
obviously could be outside and do that. That was like 2020 and 2021. No, it's just really 2020. I just played 2020, and then I came home and I didn't play again. Once I moved back, I didn't play again.
Now, Tom, is that like when you started really getting into it? It was
COVID?
over COVID? I think so, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I have memories and pictures of like playing with my dad, like before 2020, randomly, or playing with Brian or this guy Christian that we know, or whoever, like Alec or Drew. And then 2020, yeah, COVID happened. It's a common thing. I think everyone got into it then.
Yeah, because
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And then played every day that summer and try to get really good. And then so it's my fifth. I say it's my fifth season for real.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
then what clubs did you have when you first started? And
this is going. My dad for that Christmas, like 2019 or 2020 Christmas, he got me 2018 or 2019, he got me like $100 Top Flight starter bag. He was like, here's golf clubs. And I had no idea. I was like, oh, I got golf clubs. I played with that for a year and like and just drilled with it. And then 2021, I was like, I need good clubs, got fitted, spent like $3,000, and then I still have those clubs.
Yeah.
What did you get?
Tom actually got he got irons and wedges and a putter, and then driver 3-wood independently from Mr. From Lee. I think I gave you the hybrid. I gave you the
like I had a Sim 2 driver that was Lee's, and then I bought a Stealth 2 last year.
Yep.
And I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I have now.
Yeah. So it's been like
what are your irons though now?
Cobra.
Rad
2X.
Yeah, I have Cleveland wedges, Cobra irons, and then a hodgepodge of hybrid 3
long clubs.
Yeah, long clubs. Yeah, woods.
Yeah, got it.
But I don't know. Like, I don't know when to get new clubs. Like, I'm still not good. So it's like I don't want to change. Like I don't want to.
Yeah.
This is the hardest thing to figure out in golf.
I did not. There's no new clubs. Probably not the best thing to do. I just fucking did it.
But you know what? I like what you did because you bought a very forgiving iron. You got stiff shaft right on the irons, right? So I mean, for where you're trying to do, which is like just kind of make sure you're having fun out there, and even your bad hits still go straightish.
Because the R7s are from 2007.
Yeah, so the shaft might not be the right weight for you. You know what I mean?
Weight or length.
I mean, how tall are you?
5'10".
You got standard length? No, you're fine. Absolutely fine.
And just the technology is greater since 2007. I think just that is just like
Yep. I could definitely hit off the toe and still get like a normal distance.
Yeah. Most of the forgiveness clubs, like whatever the iron set of the driver that they're debuting, that's kind of how it works.
Yeah,
like the self irons are based off the self driver.
Yeah,
I mean, how forgiving can a massive cavity back be? I don't think much changes with those. But I think you did a good thing, and then if you really get into it, you start you're breaking 90 consistently, and you're like, how do I improve from here? It's hard to it's hard to move the ball left to right or right to left on command with clubs that forgiving. That's the problem.
That makes sense because
it's meant to go straight.
I told you guys yesterday. I reached out to his name's Coach Bento. He's the pro. All
right. He could be a sensei like this.
Yeah. He is the pro at the range that I go to, the Saints. We haven't played that course, Michael. It's not expensive or anything.
Yeah,
he texted me to say, "Hey, Danny, it's Coach Bento. When do you want to start?" I was like, "Hey, next week, if that's doable. How many days, like a week, do we meet? Like, what's normal?" And then he just said, "I can look at you tomorrow at 5 tomorrow."
Yes, that's exactly what you want.
Like he was just like,
"I don't care what you said."
Yeah,
I'll see you tomorrow.
So
if he's like, well, I've got a 5 lesson package for 500, but a 10 lesson package for 975. So
no, he has like an actual class where he literally goes backwards from putting to chipping. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'd rather just get lessons. We'll see what he says.
That's awesome. I can't wait.
That's exciting.
But I've been going every day, pretty much. I've been going to the range every day.
Yeah, you're. See, that's the other thing. I thought
that's what I don't do. I don't fucking practice.
No, but that's the other reason why I thought you were new to golf, because people who played golf, they know like every day will be different. Like, because you were saying like, oh, today was good. Oh, today I hate golf. I love golf. But that's the normal thing. But you were making it sound like you weren't expecting that. Like you were expecting a linear progression. And I was
once it committed. Now I don't get emotional about having bad. I'll tell you what. The first day when I first started playing, I bought clubs and I started practicing every day. If I had a bad day at the range, it would linger.
Right. Right.
Now I'm fine. It is what
Okay.
now more in the acceptance phase of that
Yeah.
whole thing. But
Yeah.
no, but I would think you do this thing every day and you start
Yes.
to find a rhythm, especially with a muscle memory of swinging a club.
Yeah.
But it's still like
It's not like that.
it's not like that.
And I used to do that. I used to text Michael like I
Even though
figured
I'm
it
gonna
out.
get even though I get lessons with a dude who's gonna be like, yeah, that was a good swing, do it again, and be like, all right, let's try it.
Let's try
Like,
it.
you
Yes.
just like,
Yeah.
and then do that. Am I gonna do that again? Like, who fucking knows? It's crazy.
I think
No.
oh, sorry, you go.
No, you go.
No, I was just saying our friend Anton, who also started last year, same thing. With those first few months, he was like, I figured it out. And I'm gonna try this. Oh wait, that like I forgot. It was like every day as a text.
Yeah.
It's like I'm excited. Like that's so great. Like I'm exciting.
Yeah.
In my experience, the only thing that your muscles remember is all of your swing faults. That's what that. That's what they remember.
That's definitely true for Michael.
Yeah, I mean they remember, but it's true for you too. I mean,
no,
like,
I know.
when you lose it,
it's everybody. Yeah,
you know you lost it, and you're like, all I have to do to fix it is this, and you're like, you can't do it. If somebody offered you $1 million to do it one time right then, you literally can't do it.
That's what's frustrating. Your default is your bad swing.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
So like I have to get myself thinking like, how do I hit a 40-yard hook just to get it to go straight?
Yeah.
like
dude, like I mean, this is probably because I was fatigued, but I played 36 holes last week. The first one I shot an 82, the next one a 98. Like I lost it between the rounds on the same day.
Well, I think I've noticed, at least for me, and you definitely have more stamina than me because I lose it by like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
But like when I'm tired, I just stand up out of shots. And then right. And then, then everything that can go wrong goes wrong when you start standing up.
That's the other. I mean, there's so many facets of it, but like you can have a good swing and then you have to maintain that over 5 hours. You know, so it's like it's almost impossible.
Yep. And that's also different than hitting on the range because there is a rhythm, right? I could feel the rhythm of just walking up to a ball and hitting it. Meanwhile, when you're on the course, there's like 45 seconds or a minute and a half in between each of your shots. And then whatever the conditions are of where the ball is when you get there.
So that's why I for the longest time had not been doing any kind of practice swing, no practice motion, no nothing. Because I'm just like, just get up there and hit, like thinking that like the less I think, the better. Like that's true to a fault, but like now, like every swing, like Tom, you'll see it. Like it's just
what do you do?
No, it's just like a crazy feel. I'll show you right now on camera. It's a crazy feel where I have to feel like this elbow is down in front of me. So I will just do this with the golf club in my right hand, like
as you prep to the shot.
As my prep to the shot. I'll do that a couple times, maybe swing one, step behind it, walk into it, then I'll hit it. But like
that makes sense to do that though. Obviously, it's
because if I don't do that, I'm coming in like this.
Sounds like it's gonna be a long round, baby.
It takes me. I mean, I'm
gonna have to watch you do that hundreds of times.
Oh my god!
I mean,
it's gonna suck.
Not if I'm hitting it good. Not if I'm hitting good. I won't do it.
No. So it's so funny. One of our friend, obviously everyone here knows it, Anton. He has tried different pre-shot routines, and they're all so funny and like long.
And they're
like,
so long.
It's like
like no Mark Garcia Parra at the plate with the
yeah.
I hope Anton listens to this because he has improved quite a bit.
So
but like there was one
awesome.
period there, Tom. What was that? Like a couple months ago, where like we were on the first tee at Rotella, and like me and Tom both hit, and like he took so long over the ball that me and Tom looked at each other 2 separate times before he hit the ball.
Like
like the first time to be like, and the second time to be like, he still hasn't hit yet.
Dude,
that was on the first tee. I'm like, dude.
I think it's hilarious. Like our friend Lee does it. He's super good, so it's more forgiving because he only hits it 70 times around, so it's like fine. But 5 waggles.
Oh, he's like a scratch golfer.
Yeah, and me and Michael are like, oh my god, we're like 1, 2.
So I got
like every time he waggles the club.
I got a little bit frustrated the last time I played with Lee because I actually witnessed him cheat. Like,
oh, dude, you haven't seen that?
No, I have, but like giving himself a little better lie, whatever. I don't care about that so much, but like he hit one in the hazard and I saw it. And then I'm like, oh, so he like hits on a green. I'm like, all right, so you got that for bogey. And he's like, oh no, that's I found my ball. I'm like, I watched you drop it. What? I'm like, what is happening? Like,
so yeah, it's interesting. I've noticed this. I don't know if this enters your brain, Danny, and if it like we should talk about this after you start playing again, but like I've noticed, and it happens to me, I think it happens to everyone, where you start like you do mental gymnastics to make yourself get a lower score. You're like, oh, that, like crazy things like, oh, I brought the wrong club. Let me just hit this. And if I brought the right club, it would have been on the green. So I'll just like count it as one. Or like, oh, it's just out of the hazard. Let me just move it. Like, or whatever it is. Like, it's interesting. And that, like, I think it's because when you start taking it very seriously and your scores matter to your core being and it's part of your identity, and you start carrying a handicap and you tell people my handicaps too, like you don't want to fuck with that. And you start like doing things like that. I suspect.
But in reality, you kind of want to, if anything, you want
that's
your
my
to be
point.
higher.
You want a high handicap.
Yeah, and like we've been with Lee, and I've watched him shoot 73, like with nothing.
Yeah,
really.
So it's like if you're having a bad day, and you're probably still gonna break 80. Like, why do you have to?
Oh, yeah, I already know you're a scratch.
Why do you have to make it 75?
Why?
You shot a 79, or worst case, you shot an 82, you shot an 81.
Right?
Like, it's okay, Lee. You're still breathing, bud.
Yeah.
You're 60 and you're playing golf like a fucking spring chicken.
Yeah, that's like how golf gets.
Yeah, it gets into your being. That's what I mean. Like,
it's like the instinctual man thing, like just being a man, right?
It got into me a lot, and it got into me a lot, and then actually our friend Key called me out on it. I mean, Tom kind of did a couple times.
Well, that's what we trolled you about on the trip.
That trip was what he reteed. Like,
dude, and we were just like, you didn't shoot that, and he was just like, yeah, it did. We're like, bro.
So enough people have done it, like where I'm like, I don't want to be that person. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
Yeah.
No, Michael's way better. And again, like it doesn't actually matter. Just like for my point is like keep your handicap true. So then when we play people for money, it's accurate because you're putting yourself in this.
And if I'm having a good day, it's like really good because I'm getting all these strokes.
Absolutely.
Now, you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
So well, and then we'll talk about the trip, I guess, a little bit later. But like, so you want to talk about the best you've ever played?
Yeah, best you ever played. Yeah, definitely.
So why don't you go first? Because I think I know when it is, and I want to see if I remember.
Me?
Correctly. Yeah.
Oh, mine was. It was when I not with you. If that's
Baltimore.
Yeah, it was when I lived in. It was when I lived in Baltimore.
You called me about it. I told.
Yeah. Because I was playing my buddy Steve. He was a 12.
Yeah, so this is the story. This is sick.
Yeah, I was just picking back up again, and we played this course called Greystone. It's in like this really nice posh neighborhood in the hills of Baltimore. And we played like I don't want to say the back tees. But we played like really long tees. They were like the gray tees. I'm sure the black tees, but whatever. Anyway, but there was just this day. It didn't matter what I could do whatever I wanted to do on the course. I remember there was he had a 1 iron in his club. I was like, let me just give that a shot off the tee. Let me get that thing. Just stroke the 1 iron. Just no problem. And then there was a couple of times where I hit driver off the deck. No problem. Just sent it. And I could do whatever I wanted to do. Any shot that I hit, every shot the way I wanted to.
That's
and then I beat him, and he was obviously really upset. Yeah,
that's what I think it is. Like it's everything happening.
Yes,
like correctly for whatever universe
it's
reason.
A stroke of fate. Almost.
That's what it is. It's like hitting.
It's
like hitting the lotto. Every shot. Like it happens. It lines up 1 in 1,000.
Because I feel like no matter what with the rounds, like I could be stroking my short irons, but my long iron and my drive isn't going too well, or my irons or whatever, but your scrappy game, right? Your short game of just of chipping and putting, like it never all lines up. At least in my experience, it never all. And I know you probably had a round recently where like, well, you said you were playing scrappy, and then what we talked about last week, you were just making all your putts. So it reflected.
Yeah, guy fucking hit 1 fairway and 3 greens and shot 78.
Yeah, that was my.
I feel like a pro that day where I shot really well. I felt like a pro.
Yeah, that's so interesting. So. In my scenario, everything went my way in terms of like luck, like not how I hit the ball, but like if it went offline, it went offline, right? Like, dude, I don't think
where it needed to.
Yeah, I don't even think I said this last time. There's a par 5 where I bombed the drive, great drive, and then second shot I went for the green, and there's a pond in front of the green.
Oh, I know exactly what hole you're talking about.
Topped it. It skipped across the pond and rolled up to the green. Like that kind of luck. Like that's not I could do anything with the ball. That's just, like the guys I was playing with were like, what the fuck? Like it was like I tried to do like a trick shot. I was just like, one of those days. Like
so Greystone was my best round of golf ever.
Was that 81 if I remember correctly?
No, it was like an 84. It wasn't.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
which was
low
the best.
80s. That's
Oh, no.
phenomenal around the golf.
Yeah,
To me, if I
yeah.
shoot 84 right now, I'd be so fucking happy.
I've never shot anything close to that in my entire life.
Yeah.
Since then.
I think that
was that?
oh, go ahead. No. Go. I'm gonna look for something. So
When was that? That was like years and years ago.
That was 2020. So that was in,
Oh,
that was in Maryland. Yeah. But we were golfing. I was not practicing at that time, and we were just golfing 2-3 times a week,
Yeah.
just because we could. Yeah.
Didn't you shoot 3 over, Michael, or what was that?
what?
You shot a 3 over or something? Your round?
My best
Your
round?
best round?
Yeah.
No, I haven't broken 76. That's my best round.
76.
But that wasn't the one I was
That's
going to talk
4 over.
about. That wasn't what I was going to talk about because honestly, I don't remember it. I know I beat Lee for the first time that day,
Mhm.
And it was New York Country Club. That's all I really remember about that round.
Mm.
And I know that everything was counted because I was watching him like a hawk. Like I was worried about my score, but
You were going out
I was
there to
more worried. I was more worried about him trying to cheat.
Right.
But then I shot 76 one other time somewhere else. I don't know where it was, but my best round of golf that I could remember everything, and Tom was there actually, was when I broke 80 for the first time.
At Patriot? That was so cool.
Because
that was awesome.
Yeah, and even Tom says this always, like that day, like I was driving the ball like okay, like but I hit a lot of hybrids that day. Like any hole under 400 yards, I hit hybrid. I even did it on 18. But like my irons were just like low, penetrated, like fucking flush, like compressed, like no movement right to left or left to right, like just straight.
just like
that was the best I've ever seen you play, probably.
Yeah, and I think that was the best I ever can remember playing. So like that was a really, really cool day, and like having a a chance to bogey 18 and still break 80. I was like felt like a little bit of a cushion. I think I did end up bogeying it.
Yeah.
But that was for I think
you keep your scorecards.
Yes, but we realized afterwards. I think that was for 7. I shot 78 because it's par.
Oh, it's par 70, right?
Or 71, whatever. Yeah.
70. And that's a really good course to do it on because that has so much OB. It's like
link style.
Sort of like opposite. Like there's
it's strict. Woods everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, it's tight.
You're playing on like a mountain, and it's not like tight, but like for us, it's tight. Like
yeah.
Like there's you can't go anywhere. But
there's a little bit of rough, and then your woods. There's like
yeah. It's like it's not target golf exactly, but almost that. It's like shaped holes, and that's it. Like, there's OB on every hole.
Yeah, but on most of the holes, there is like fat areas to land it that you just have to like, fortunately for us, I mean, also we were playing the right tees, but like we could hit driver into the fat part of those holes a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're blurred out now, Tom, but like all of you is blurred out. It's like
that
was like when Marty McFly starts to disappear at the end of Back to the Future. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I shot my best round and then I'm disappearing.
So then what was yours, Tom?
So yeah, I think it was the 78 from a few weeks ago, which is weird.
Ultimate shot in the 70s. It's crazy.
Yeah, I broke 73 times. 2 times it was in 2023, and then last year didn't. Like I had a bad year, and so for the last 18 months I've been struggling.
Wait, you broke 70?
I broke 80 2 years ago, basically that season, and then just like from that I got so bad, like hundreds back to hundreds. Like that's why golf is so humbling.
It's frustrating.
It really is.
Like I hit 270 rounds, in the 70s, and then had my winter, and then I came back and I was like, what do I do?
Well, oh man,
it's crazy.
It kind of is a metaphor for life. Like when you think you have it all figured, like you can never have it all figured out.
Right.
Like you really can't.
Oh, Danny, you know what's funny? My lowest round in the past December, January, February, March, past 4.5 months
when we played
you at North.
When you hold 18,
I text, and like Tom's always like my go-to like text buddy after I do something cool on the golf course. I'm like, and I was with you, so it was like it's appropriate. But that was I chipped in for birdie on 18. What a way to finish around.
Like, and we were playing with 2 random dudes, really cool dudes. Yeah, like really, they were like homies from Long Island.
Yeah,
but older guys.
Like I've birdied 18 before on courses, but I've never chipped in. Like that was just a walk off birdie.
What a way to end. Yeah.
That was really cool. But like, since then, 94, 100, 89, 88, 89, 92, 93, 94, 91. Yeah.
I don't know if I guess maybe I should I don't know if I'll play enough to do that, but
It's here's the deal. It's $60. You use the online
year.
club. You do online membership, and like if you ever want to like go into like a golf trip like / tournament, like they usually require you to have one if it's a trip worth a damn.
Yep.
And you get shots against the field.
Oh,
so like if you're averaging like 95, whatever, you're, let's say 17 handicap or something like that, and then you go out and you shoot a mid 80s round or a high 80s round, like you're gonna take everybody's money that day. Like,
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And even outside tournaments, like if we all played, we could all be on that app.
Yeah, we know how many strokes.
We know exactly. It does the whole thing for you. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I think I have to wait till Michael moves here to
play. Like
increase
to play
my frequency.
More.
Yeah, me and my boss will play. He just had twins, and I think we talked about that last week.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing on Friday. We probably will play maybe once a month though, right?
That's awesome.
That's even enough. Yeah, you probably have to play twice a month for
twice. Yeah, that's yeah.
But yeah,
just I'll still go hit balls all the time and just still try and I kind of do it for my physical activity.
So is the reason why you're not playing more right now because you want to get better?
No, I just don't have anybody to play with.
Oh, wait, your boss can only play once a month?
That's when we can fit it. I mean, he probably could. Maybe not. I don't know. I just had twins.
Wait, so there's no other golf buddies down there? Nobody?
No.
What about Angelo, that kid that we met? Have you reached out to him?
Oh, you mean the amateur?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Reach out to him, dude.
I was going to take lessons from him, and he just wanted some pot and for payment. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
What did you? Well, I had planned. We this was 2 years ago. We played with him, and then I was just like, oh, I'm gonna Christina, go get this kid some pot, so that when I call him, he'll do a lesson with me.
I don't even.
And then he was like, "Oh, I'm going back to Canada for Christmas or wherever."
Right, yeah, I don't even know if he's still in Jupiter or not, but like that's somebody. But honestly, dude, like playing by yourself is really, really therapeutic, and also you're not going to be playing by yourself.
I like the social. I do like the social element of playing with people, and I like playing with people better than me because I tend to play better.
But dude, you're so like personable and shit. Like just go. Book a tee time.
Okay,
you'll get paired with people. You know what I mean? And then eventually you'll get paired with people like Lee and Key, like people that are now
these kids.
They're now friends, and I met them on the golf course. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, really?
So the reason why I want to keep playing with
that playing video games, so I could do that with golf.
That's what I'm saying.
I acquire friends.
So the reason why I wanted to keep playing with Lee, besides the fact that he was a cool guy and like him and this older than Lee, Sanj guy who's Indian, and somehow people confused him for my father, was pretty hysterical. But like I got paired with them randomly at what was it? Sterling Farms is the name of that course
in Connecticut, right?
Yeah. And fucking, I'm still trying to like get used to these new irons I have that I just got fitted for there, and like this Lee chipped in twice in a round of golf. Sanj chipped in 3 times. In a round of golf. I was like, can I get your guy? I was like, can I get your guys' numbers? I want to chip in. But like, and that was it. I was like, I need to play with people that are like this good. Like that's how
well, you know what? Saints is literally 15 minutes from me. That's right. That's where they have their range. It's not expensive. It's in good shape now. They have the GPS in the cart, right?
Yeah.
So like it's not like rinky dink. So maybe fuck it, I'll give it a shot once I start. Maybe Coach Bento will take me out. Maybe
listen. If
we'll do a playing lesson.
Yeah, if you get paired with someone, I've got paired with people I did not like playing golf with, and then you just say, "Awesome round, just take it easy."
You don't exchange contact information.
You don't exchange contact information. It's not a requirement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus, I want you to scout some places that I haven't played. Like you're playing the Florida Club. That's awesome.
Playing the Florida Club. Yep.
Never played there. I want you to play Astor Creek or whatever it's called.
Oh, you want me to play that before you get here? I don't intend on playing that before you get here or before you come to visit.
Listen, I'm cool with either, but like you give me the rundown of that place would be pretty sweet too.
Okay.
It's not homework, dude. This should be fun.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. I'll do that.
Yeah, I think
I'll definitely be more inclined to play once I have a couple lessons and feel better about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's an anxiety to playing alone that I had, and I just did it. And like my first season, I would just golf alone almost every day, like the crack of dawn. To just hack it up,
Yeah.
like
I
because
feel like that's a good way to start the day because I am doing it for kind of get physical activity a little bit too. So
yeah, you could do that and go take a nap. Yeah.
yep, love my naps. Do you want to talk about Casa de Campo?
Sure. Yeah.
The Dominican, as they say. But
Won't do that again. that clip though is hysterical.
What with your Twitch? Where I got your, I just like
that whole thing. This discussion about the Tom's like, do they call it the Dominican? Did I Twitch during that?
Oh no, that was like, did you freeze when we were talking about the spoiler? Right. You're like, did you freeze? Yeah. And then I perfectly catch one of your twitches in your eye.
No, that was a wink. I was winking.
I don't believe that. I don't believe
that. I did like, that.
Why did he wink? I was like, that was a twitch. That was not a wink.
I can't even.
You can't even wink anymore.
Oh, yeah, no, it's funny. Make fun of the kid that thought he had Tourette's when he was like 12. All right, so Casa de Campo.
Dude, the pictures were gorgeous. Probably, I guess, the most gorgeous place you've ever played.
The most gorgeous place. So it's top. So La Romana, which was not in Casa de Campo, actually. Like the best course I played there was not in the resort.
Okay.
So Casa de Campo has Teeth of the Dog, the Links, Fore, which has 3 nines. I played the Chevron and the Marina. And then they also have La Romana. So Teeth of the Dog is closed for renovation. It'll be reopening in November and December. So
that's like most famous one.
Yeah, that's the one that we've played on the simulator and Golf Zone and stuff.
Okay.
That's the one on the water and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Fore has water views on the, especially the Marina 9, and then the Chevron kind of looks like almost like a plantation kind of with a lot of undulations and hills and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. But so since Teeth of the Dog was closed, they allowed us to play La Romana, which is the country club. So Casa de Campo is also like a community, and like there's home and there's like people that have these $1 million mansions and stuff.
Like
and they're
retired there.
Yeah, and when you have a membership, you can play all the courses, but La Romana is for members only. So
got it.
It was a good course, really great conditions. I like Fore better, and definitely Punta Espada better. So Punta Espada was about 45 minutes, 50 minutes towards the other side of Punta Cana, and it's their version of what I believe Pebble Beach will be when I finally get to play it.
Okay. Just gorgeous along the coast.
I think all the pictures I sent you guys are from Punta Espada. Yeah, like it's.
But you said it was windy because you're on the ocean.
Yeah, right? And that wasn't even a windy day, and it was like
tough.
15 sustained, 25-mile-an-hour gusts.
Yeah.
There's that one par 3 I sent you guys a picture of. It's like there's grass to the right, but like the green is to the left next to the cliff where the water is. So it's like, if you want to hit a good shot, you have to draw it into the green or fade it from over the water to like, and it's a 215-yard shot. So I hit hybrid, like just scored it out to the
normally or with the wind.
It was 200 playing 225.
Okay,
when I played it.
Yep.
And I hit a good shot, but just the wind just took it right, and I was like, "That's the miss. Like that's where you can miss." And,
yeah.
And then it's also got this like kind of like desert feel, and Tom knows about this because he's played in Arizona a bunch too. Like when you play in Arizona and you miss the fairway, which are always pristine and green and blooming, when you miss, you're in the desert, and like there's they don't groom that shit, so there's rocks everywhere. So when you play a lot of golf in Arizona, everybody has what they call in their bag a desert club, right? So you're not gonna chip your 7, 8, 9 pitching wedge and 5. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm getting out of the desert. I'm gonna use my desert club. So whatever club you choose,
that it's all marred and it's from just hitting in gnarly conditions. Basically.
And like and Punta Espada had that, but it was kind of like more like gravel that you would use to like decorate a bed around your property or something like that. So like I'm hitting off these like little gravel things, and like luckily I was like kind of shallow that day, so I only really got the bottom. It did not touch the grooves, and I only had to hit out of it twice. So
okay.
Yeah. Oh, and I also about that round, I wowed everybody with the shot I had. I hit the fairway, bomb drive, like 270. I was driving it really good. I had like a 70-yard, almost full lob wedge for me. You know what I mean? Like just a nice shot. Fatted it into the bunker right before and it's kind of like an island green, but there's a bunker around it, not water.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good bunker shot, rolls out off the green. So like then I had this kind of wispy lie, like grass in front of the ball, grass behind the ball. Couldn't putt it. I'm just off the green. If I was going to chip it, I'd probably blade it over the green. So I like to do the shot, and Tom's seen it. I take the putter and I go toe down like a hammer.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that on tour.
Like that. You know what I'm saying?
That.
And I have not hit the green yet. This is my par attempt, right?
Yep.
I'm fucking doing this practice. They're like, what the fuck? I'm like,
I practice this.
I practice this. I really don't. I just do it. And
I just hope for the best.
Fucking got it going and went in the hole. And they were fucking blown
Floored.
away.
Oh, God. Yeah.
The caddy was just like,
Yeah.
the look on his face. Like,
He's just like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah. It was fucking, I mean, it was pretty cool.
That's
That
awesome.
is cool.
But
That is
the,
awesome.
the resort's amazing. I highly recommend to anybody that's a golfer that likes to travel.
Yeah, because you guys, I was looking up the, I know our South Carolina trip hasn't really developed yet, and it's next month potentially.
I'm going to go on record and say it's probably not happening for these two people.
Don't tell Molly; she might get really upset. She was looking forward to this one.
This is per me and Molly. It's too much. We just have too much going on.
I hear you. But I was looking up those things that your golf clubs go in, those like hard cases. I thought they were going to be like massively expensive, and that
no,
because once you have those, you're more willing to travel places with your golf clubs, right? Like,
yeah,
because you guys are just going places with your clubs. But they're not that much. I was like, I could get one of those so I can go other places and play.
Oh, you know what? Molly doesn't have a set to travel with. I won one at the Delta outing last time. Or no, sorry, this was the giveaway to the sponsors. I'll just ship it to you. Just have it. I have a travel case for you. In the box with the
ship it. I'll pay the shipping.
What's that called? The penis? What is that? That makes it erect? The umbrella? You know, so you don't snap your the driver head. Stop making me sound crazy. What's that thing called?
What makes what erect?
The red thing that like keeps it firm. So with you know what I'm saying, like the
case.
I think it's actually called an umbrella, not a penis. But like it goes in your golf bag, so it extends. Like when it's a soft travel case, like think about it, like fucking guy throwing it on the plane.
Yep.
So you don't use that when you travel. You don't.
No, you're both have. Tom's is hard, isn't it?
No, it's not.
No.
And you don't use that extender. I'm gonna share this now because now I sound crazy.
Yeah, because I've noticed most people I follow travel with a soft case.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, I only frame of reference was Michael's, and his was hard.
Yeah,
that's how I knew about it. It looks like literally like a gun rack.
Yeah,
gun case. Basically.
So yeah. I do that because I don't want to deal with any kind of broken clubs or anything.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
you literally sleeve each one of your irons.
Yeah, what the
like
fuck is this? I mean, there's
penis. I think penis will something else will come up for penis.
Yes, I'm not searching golf penis.
Golf penis. Michael, your PTO is already accounted for this year. I think.
That wasn't like it's not like 100% accurate, but I'm like most of it is booked. You know what I mean? Like so, I could still do something, but also we were talking about was Hilton Head. Hilton Head's in Savannah.
Hilton Head's in South Carolina.
It is right. So what we find the Savannah airport? My geography is terrible.
It's close. So
close.
Savannah,
Okay.
Georgia's really small.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So what I thought we were going to do was go to like Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, but then it became Hilton Head. I think because we started talking about Defusky Island and all that stuff. But yeah, and like because like then the other thing is like that's where Tom and I are going. On Friday.
Well, no, I was gonna. If you have some, you should just come down for a weekend so we can play together. Is what I was gonna say.
For sure. That's kind of what I want to. I want to do that more. It's just like come for a weekend. I don't have to use any days. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We have cars. Yeah, you don't need to rent anything. You just pick your ass up.
So I'm sharing the thing. This is just one example, but this red thing right there.
Oh.
So Tom, you're telling me you put yours just in the case
In
and you
this,
don't-
without that.
and you don't take your driver head off?
I do.
You do. Okay, so that's smart.
Oh, you take your driver head
Yeah.
off. Okay.
Mhm. So like
So
that
thing makes it so you don't have to. That's
You
the
don't
highest
have
point of the
yeah.
magazine. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
But-
I've traveled like 20 times with it, and nothing's ever
and yeah,
happened.
no, that's amazing. But
Yeah.
you do take the driver head off though, correct?
Yeah. I think that's like every golf channel we follow. I've never seen a hard case, not once.
No,
Oh,
but
interesting.
that's a soft case. That's a soft
No,
case.
but I wonder like what that is, because like
Like why I have it?
no, but like they must be well protected. It's interesting, like even
If everyone's
pros.
using soft cases,
Right,
then
like,
they
what's
must be
the-
adequate.
yeah, right, like
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. But so I don't know how it is with United, but when you check those in, do you have to sign a waiver when you check them in?
Mm-mm.
That's odd because most airlines you do. Maybe it's 'cause
Maybe
you
it's
have-
digital. I don't know.
no, like so with Delta, if you have a soft case, yeah, maybe you're right. So maybe when you check in, like if you have a soft case, you have to sign a waiver. So if something happens to those golf clubs, they're not responsible for any of it.
So that's good. I don't have to sign one.
Yeah, so certain airlines, I guess, but
Yeah,
anything,
I guess it looks like a normal bag kind of at that point, right? Like the
Yeah,
soft one.
but
it
if,
could just
like,
be like a
yeah.
long duffel bag.
so if something gets broken in my hard case, like they have to pay for everything.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
What's the nicest place you've ever played, Tom? Like scenic wise,
I mean, the Myrtle trip was awesome.
is that what you guys are doing again? Like a similar?
No.
Oh, okay.
So that was Myrtle Beach.
That's what we wanted to do with everybody.
So
Yeah.
is that also on the ocean? Is that
I don't think any of them were on the ocean. It was just like condition wise. Oh
Just
yeah, I guess that
pristine.
wasn't. Yeah, like my favorite. Like we play every course was amazing and on like best of lists. But we
Yeah.
played one course, TPC Myrtle, that was like the weekend before or after like a tournament, and like it was raining. Like we didn't even finish the course, and I was still just like in awe of just like the finer details
Yep.
of
Yep.
everything. And then Arizona has some like desert golf school, because in the background you'll have the mountains with like snow
Yeah.
caps on it and
Mhm.
just like cactus around you. Like that's been amazing. I don't
That
think
sounds
I've ever played on. Oh, so did we play on the ocean in Long Island? I don't think I've played on in the water ever.
Well, we played Montauk Downs, which is
Yeah.
it's not on the ocean, but you can see the ocean from a couple holes,
Yeah.
and you do get wind.
Yes, you do get wind for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then some Florida courses. Like I played in, I think one of the most beautiful courses I ever played was in Florida, and it was just it was in a state park, and they just cut out a course, and it was just like
Scenic
that
as
was
shit.
yeah, just like you were in the middle of the woods. You saw animals you don't
Mhm.
usually see, and it's just like it was amazing. I was like, this is fucking, and you're just
Yeah.
like peaceful, like no noise, no cars, nothing. It was
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, a
Yeah,
bunch.
that's the adjustment. Obviously, to playing in Florida is obviously how flat things are. That was one cool thing. About
Bermuda.
What about it?
That's the biggest adjustment to playing in Florida. It's so fucking hard.
Oh, the
Chipping
grass,
off.
the Bermuda grass.
I don't know. I don't get.
You were just
that.
saying
What
a
is-
place. I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Bermuda.
But what is so? I don't notice a difference. What is it? The chipping from the green? Like
It's
what
the
are you
grain,
talking,
right, Michael?
or the green? Are you talking about putting?
I mean, both. What you don't notice the difference chipping off Bermuda?
No. Maybe it's just because it's not in my head. Like I don't
Yeah,
chunk
you-
more. I
you-
don't. Maybe it's because like I'm good at like brushing the ground. I don't know. Like
I remember playing with you at Disney and Celebration, and you definitely fatted a bunch of chips. I mean, I did
Yeah.
too.
No. I fat chips. And the
We'll go
same way
anywhere.
I fat chips. Yeah, it wasn't like I've never noticed, because I've played like a week in Florida. I've never been like, oh, this
Yeah.
round this week was more harder, you know? And I wonder why. Maybe it is true and I just haven't.
So
clocked it. I don't
so
know.
for me, it's like, and I try to not let it get in my head at all, and I really don't think it does. I think it's like the actual grass. It's like my chipping motion is steeper than yours for sure. So if I don't have the club open up enough, like the bounce doesn't activate, and if you're into the grain, that edge just goes into the grass and fucking stays there. Yeah,
But that's the difference we're talking about, right? In Bermuda, it catches more or something.
yeah, like you can go,
Okay.
you can just
Especially
fucking
if you're going
fat
against
chip.
the grain. Yeah,
Against
Correct,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So like,
And I know it definitely affects putting.
Yes.
It definitely affects putting.
So putting on Bermuda is very challenging too, and I'm not very good at it. I know what
because the putt could like look like it has break, but if it's going against the grain, it could be dead straight at that point.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's 100% like it's exactly that. You can have a right to left putt with 1% slope, and the grain is left to right, and you go to hit that outside the hole, it's just going to stay there.
So it's another factor you have to consider. That's only on that grass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, if you start obsessing about
typically
it,
it's always the same direction for the whole course. So once you know the direction for the course,
yeah,
right?
but that's yes, but also as soon as you turn onto a different hole, like you're like, where am I now in relation to that?
Yeah.
So the trick I know is to look for the burnt edge of the cup, like inside the cup. Like if you're looking straight down at it, it'll be a perfect circle but except for like one spot where it might look like a little bit more burnt. Okay. So wherever that burnt edge is, that's the direction the grain is going towards.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're looking at a putt 5 feet up the hill and the grains and the burnt edge is right in front of you, you know it's into the grain, but it's a straight putt up the hill.
Yep.
If that burnt edge is on the other side and you're downhill, you better fucking breathe on that putt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's going.
Because
if it doesn't hit the hole, it's gonna keep going.
Yep. But Maryland had a lot more, right? I mean, Maryland's not the most scenic place, but there was so many hills with so many different elevations and stuff like that. And I really never experienced that before. When I played in New York, obviously I played Edgewood some country clubs in New Jersey, but then I would play that executive course. I really like that executive course at Rockland Lake.
Yeah.
Oh, the par 3 or
yeah.
I really like that course, actually. I don't know. Just
they took the carts away from it. Molly's a trooper. She was doing this thing like once every 2 weeks at least. She was going there with my
So like this is what you'll see, like it's like
burnt.
Yeah.
So that grain to me, if it's going towards that direction. Yeah.
Right. Which I think, you showed me that, Michael.
Yeah, so it does help, you know what I mean. But the chipping, like I don't even care when I'm on Bermuda. If I could 2-putt, I'm happy. But like the chipping is like I pay a lot more attention if I'm into the grain. If I'm into the grain, I try using my hybrid if I can. Like if it's like just off, I'll do that.
Yeah, like people putt off of it too, right?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just like if I have like 3 feet of fairway that I'm putting through. Like that's a lot for me to hammer a putt because I say like you have to do 3 times that distance. So if you have 3 feet to go, and then a 10-foot putt after that,
19 feet.
There you go. So like for me, if I just take a hybrid and I make a normal putting stroke like a 13-foot putt, it's gonna pop onto almost the beginning of the green, and I'm putting like a 10-foot stroke. That's
so you don't gotta hammer it basically. You don't.
I'm more comfortable.
Yeah, what's the feel of a 19? I don't even know.
Yeah,
I have no feel whatsoever. What the fuck is the feel for a 19?
Yeah, it's like to the point where like even I pulled that shot out on the last tournament day, like on the 6th hole or something. After I was not chipping well, and the caddy's like, we need to do that more. I'm like, no.
That's one thing. Even no matter how much I've played ever, I never practice chipping and I never practice putting. I've always YOLO'd that. And that's just always been the way. Even if I go to the range now, there's a practice chipping green right there. I literally just walk past.
So what's going to happen is you're going to get to a point where like you have a round where like you hit it amazing and you shot.
I can't get it in the hole.
You shot 95 because you can't get the ball in the hole, and that's when you're going to start practicing short game.
Yeah,
and that's fair. And I would love that for my next level of progression. Yeah, like, I accept that.
Yeah,
that's level 2.
Right, dude. Yeah. I was with my father-in-law in Florida playing, and I was in a bunker, and I was like, "There's no lip on this bunker," basically, and I putt out of it because I've seen it on Instagram.
On tour.
Not on tour, on Instagram, and then it like went next to the hole, and he was like,
yeah.
But he was like, I was so confused when I just saw you with a putter in the bunker because it's a weird sight, you know.
Yeah,
you have to, like firm sand and like no like edge, and it was awesome. And
that
like
is sick.
Every time I'm in a bunker, I look for that. It's up here, at least it's rare. Like I never do it, but if I see one, I'll do it, and it's so much easier.
I don't think I've ever been in a bunker where you could put. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're not looking for it, you also never.
Yeah, I guess I will look for it. Yeah, that's fucking sick. That's so sick.
It was awesome.
So your trip coming up, you guys are going where for your trip coming up?
So I was gonna say, like, if you asked us this course question after next week, like, I think both of our answers would be drastically different. I mean,
Wait, this trip is next week that you guys are going on?
yeah, we're leaving Friday and we're playing some unbelievable courses. I mean, why don't you run? I'm like sick of hearing myself talk right now. Why don't you
No,
give us
so,
a
like,
rundown?
So on Friday we're playing Harbor Town, which is I learned is the second favorite course the pros play. The second
That
favorite.
they
behind-
love to play?
Yes, on tour. That's besides Augusta for the Masters.
Yep.
And I was
Okay.
watching a bunch of videos, and it's interesting. Like it starts off like very unassuming. Like you're among houses. It's not that scenic. Conditions are fabulous, but it's not like this blown away. And then it's the last. Supposedly, this just we haven't done it yet, but the last 6 holes are just like all gold standard scenic, like everything. So so I'm excited. I'm like I'm glad I know that, so I don't walk on and be like, what's all the hype?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I don't know the other ones actually.
So I didn't know them either, but I know
You have 2 times booked already, so
yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and this was the most annoying
Ugh.
and frustrating, but also very amazing thing that we're getting to do. So I have a buddy down there, Tom Kelly, from this golf trip that I do once a year here in New York. It's a local one. Met him through there, he's a member, or his friend is a member at Belfair, which is a private club down there.
Okay.
So the thing about this club and his membership, which is why I'm thinking it's probably his friend now, but he like couldn't until almost just under a week ago tell us what day we were going to play and like when we were going to play them. But we had pretty much safely ironed out the date, or like the date we wanted to play it. Supposed to be Monday, and that was it, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So we had Friday booked at Harbor Town. We had Saturday kind of booked up in the air because his other friend was going to maybe get us on this other private club, Hampton Hall. So we had like a placeholder for Saturday. And then Sunday booked this doubleheader for me and Tom. And we were so pumped about it because what Tom Kelly and a bunch of other people have said is that Atlantic Dunes, which is on the same resort as Harbor Town Golf Links, is the best public golf course in Hilton Head. And if Harbor Town wasn't Harbor Town, that this would be the course everybody wants to play.
Okay.
Like play that, and then like they have a third course, the Pete Dye course, Heron Point, which I'm sure is also amazing, but not as talked about as Harbor Town Golf Links and Atlantic Dunes. So I'm like,
okay,
great, we're gonna play those.
You're playing the notables, yeah. And you said there's one day where you're gonna do 36.
That was gonna be Sunday, and then I get a text from Tom Kelly like a couple days ago. He's like, "Tell me I'm the man." I'm like, I need some more context before I tell you.
Yeah.
He's like, no. He's like, no, say it. he's funny. You're gonna like him a lot. I'm like, you're the man. He's like, Belfair has 2 courses. They're like west and east, and he's like, I got Sunday west course at 11, and then Monday the east course at 11. I'm like, sick. Fuck.
We already planned out Sunday, like to a T, pun intended. Like two different tee times that are hard because you have to. One has to be early enough, and one has to be late enough. So now we're playing on the day that we had that already booked. So now we're like, Michael's like, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "Just you say it, so I don't have to think about it." I'm like, "You do it," like
let him down.
So we basically like wanted to transfer what we had on Sunday to Saturday. And Michael, you have a guy you just kept talking to there, right?
So the guy, Harbor Town's amazing because like it's the only place I've ever called like where you call for golf reservations, and there's like one guy, and he's like the reservations guy, and he'll book for you and a friend up to like 8 tee times you need for a huge bachelor party, whatever. Like he'll do it all, and like the itinerary we had set was like that was like the 3rd iteration because originally we were not playing Harbor Town Golf Links, and Tom went online. It's like, dude, they have a 240 something. I booked it. I'm like, we're going in Friday night. He's like, I know. I'm like, let's change our flights. He's like, yeah. So there was that, and then I actually think it might have been later originally, and then earlier one came up, and that was the first time I called. Spoke to this guy Clint. He moved earlier. And then he booked one of the other times. And then I called him again after I found out we might be playing Hampton Hall Saturday. So I'm like, we'll book the Sunday rounds. And then after this happened, I called him from the Dominican Republic. And I'm like, hey, Clint. He's like, yeah. I'm like, it's Mike Galucci again. He's like, oh, boy.
What the fuck? Yeah.
What now? I'm like, so here's the deal. And I told him, and he's like, okay. So I can't do anything now. Saturday is sold out. I'm like,
Yeah,
I figured like that's what I'm
Just
seeing
good.
online.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? He's like, call me on Monday. It's like, usually I can't because like they have members there too, even though it's like a public course, it's like semi-private. So he's like, I could snag sometimes, usually like 48 hours, but he's like, I'll do it a little bit early. He's like, but call me Monday. I can't look at it before that. I'm okay. I'm like, I'm thinking he maybe gets us on Atlantic Dunes in the afternoon, right? So we only play one of the two courses.
Mhm.
Call him Monday. This guy's a fucking miracle worker. He's got Atlantic Dunes at like 9 o'clock in the morning or so. I don't even know what
Sick,
exactly. And then Heron Point again in the afternoon. So the exact same itinerary we had Sunday for Saturday. And now we get to play both Belfair courses.
Yep.
And this guy, Tom Kelly. I'm just going to keep saying Kelly because we also have Tom here.
Yeah. Tom Kelly. Yeah.
But it worked out. It's like it was a lot, but it worked out.
It worked out.
At least I'm
Your
used to it.
body is just going to be okay with this. I just want to be like clear on the body piece of this.
That's true. How did you do
again
in
next week?
the DR? Like, how'd your body hold up?
So I've got a secret weapon now.
Oh no! Is it
drugs?
Banners?
Yeah.
Not so seeky.
It's not a narcotic. It's called Celebrex. It's like prescription strength Advil essentially, and an anti-inflammatory.
Ooh.
So I took that. It's 200 milligrams, just like
narcotic. No,
is it really?
No.
I've been wondering why I'm itching so much.
I feel great.
It's used for arthritis.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Celebrex. So that's
All right. So yeah, I got this new drug, Celebrex.
Wait, it's called Celebrex?
Yeah.
Because what are we celebrating?
It sounds like a sex drug.
So
It sounds like a sex drug.
funny.
Or something.
Yeah.
So, but I took that like a couple days before the golf trip, and then every day of the golf trip. And like when I tell you, I had no, they said take it once a day. Like that's you can only take it once a day, and you can't take any other Advil.
Okay.
If I was in pain, I could take Tylenol, but so I took it every day, and like I swear to God, first time, even in Stream Song, I had a little bit of pain, but like zero.
Wow.
Like so
I would need to do that on a golf trip because my feet. Is that even my? I guess maybe my feet would hurt.
But that's just from not really, standing on them a lot.
I don't know what he's saying there, but wait. So if you're in a cart, your feet still hurt though.
No, but like swinging the I guess maybe not my feet. No, it probably would be my back then. You had to swing in the club 100 times, 4 days in a row. Even now, when I go to the range, I do a bucket of 45. Just like
and you must be noticing you're like less sore every time.
I'm not sore at all. No,
that's reps. Your body's getting used to those things.
Yeah. But that's
first,
also not
first. But first time I go snowboarding, like every year, it's like the same thing. It's like I feel I feel like somebody punched me places I didn't know that I had. Like I'm like, what is that muscle? Like, how is that sore? Like, when do I use this?
So real quick, I wanted to any more highlights on golf? I wanted to talk about the future or what we wanted to get into in the coming weeks.
Yeah, so I said The Last of Us starts this week or next week?
Starts next week.
What day? Do we know?
I'm going to recap season 1. I'm going to download that for the plane.
Because next week we could recap the trip at the very least.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. The 13th.
We have to mention something else though.
So next week. Oh, you're gone all next week, guys?
No.
I am till Thursday.
You're going. Oh, I forgot.
I have a work trip that this is morphing to, and then also after this like weekend in Hilton Head, Tom and I are going to Augusta National.
Oh yeah.
We're going to the Masters practice round. I mean,
which is the reason for the trip, actually.
Yeah, like I forgot about that. I forgot that was so the reason.
Fucked up.
I didn't know.
I forgot about it.
I didn't know the Masters was so early in the season.
Yeah, it's the first major.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that they say I don't play golf until the Masters. Like they think that's when it starts.
Yeah, which is like kind of true. This is the beginning.
Well, all the courses they play are Florida and Texas now because it's warm enough, right? Like
they do the Florida swing and
yeah.
So like we will be seeing the best in the world play in the best course in the world. Like I'm so excited. I forgot we were going.
Yeah, it's so cool, man.
Yeah.
But it is frustrating how effortless they make striking the ball look, though. I gotta say, because I'm just like, why can't I do that? It looks so easy. They make it look so easy.
Yeah,
and the practice round is cool too because you get like a lot more. Like I feel like access to the process too. Like you're going to see them like
Yeah,
hitting,
they're just prepping, right?
they're going to hit multiple shots. Like they're score. They're not really looking for score. They're like, what happens if I hit the ball here? And they'll drop a couple balls and chip it from there.
Right, and they're more jovial and
yeah, it's like yeah. I was just watching Full Swing, and the caddies walking the course.
Yeah.
It's more just like we're here.
I mean, I have no idea what it's going to be.
Are you guys are you a fan of Sahith Theegala?
Love Sahith, man. I love him. I mean, it's unfortunate the guy's not going to be able to play past like 37 or something, but
because of the way he swings,
it's fucking unbelievable. It looks like he breaks his back every time he brings the club
Joaquin,
down.
Right? He does that too.
Both of them. Yeah. I don't know how do you not develop back problems with that? Like,
I mean, they will.
They will, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at Jason Day. He had to relearn how to swing a golf club, and now he's competitive again. Finally.
Yeah. Yep.
Love. Who else do you like, Danny? Who else? Some of your other players.
Well, I mean, I like all the guys on Full Swing. I like Rory. I like Scotty.
Yeah.
I really do like Bryson.
I urge you, and I challenge you to watch all of the Masters coverage from Thursday to Sunday.
Okay. So I don't.
All of the main coverage, because there will be streaming.
No. I always watch the highlights. So the next day, the highlights of the round. I always watch the highlights of the rounds of every event.
Okay, so maybe I'm asking a lot. I urge you.
He's like, dude, I always watch the 2-second clips of the whole day.
Like
13 minutes.
Yeah, like people at work now, like they know when it's Masters Week that like from the second I get in, like the early morning coverage, streaming, whatever, like
you're watching that.
I'm helping nobody Thursday and Friday. Like
that's savage.
But you're going to be working on that day?
No, well, not this year. I'll be at a conference. Yeah. So, and that luckily that's the last day of the conference. So I already know what I'm doing. I'm gonna.
Can we film next Thursday then, or are you gonna be?
Or maybe Friday or Saturday.
Friday or Saturday works. Yeah.
Friday or Saturday. Okay.
Preferably Saturday. Maybe Friday. I don't know. Either one.
Okay. All right. But then The Last of Us. So obviously that you guys will be back. He'll be back next Friday. That Sunday. So a week from this Sunday is The Last of Us.
Okay.
That actually
back into The Last of Us.
I'm gonna download that and stream season 1 again on the plane.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic.
That's perfect.
And we can definitely do a recap episode if we need to.
Yeah.
Good
idea.
I'm excited about that one. Did you watch The Studio though, right, Tom?
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes.
Is it good?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
No, it's really good. I mean, it's getting great reviews. I think I liked it. It's like they call them one takes, oneers. Like that's how it's filmed, like Birdman. Which is like follows a character the whole time. I think it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What service is that on?
Apple.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I like about it is like I don't know. I was having this conversation with a buddy of mine because he told me to watch it originally. Like I love being the viewer of the film of whatever the production is. I like being the viewer, and it's interesting. I was seeing the other side of it, right? Like, and at the same time, like I get interested by the other side of filmmaking, right? Like of what actually goes into making the production. But at the same time, I'm also glad I don't know what goes into the full making of production because I don't want to ruin the bliss of being the viewer, like of experience, like the final cut of how. Like I'm intended to see what I'm supposed to see. You know what I mean?
The suspension of belief is the core element to enjoying the film.
A film. Yeah.
Like you not consciously thinking while you're watching.
I'm watching a film. Exactly.
Yeah. That's like one of the main ones. Yeah.
But then to cut through this, like on the production side, like of how much goes into it and who you have to stroke and all the egos and just like that's also fascinating to me that this is just this playground of this world that people live in Hollywood that it seems like crazy to me.
Right, but it's also like not a documentary. Like this is a farce.
Yeah,
it's an exaggeration. Yeah,
but it has to be somehow centered in for any comedy to work. It has to have semblance of
it's playing off of what is probably happening and what people think of Hollywood. You know, it's just like
So it's like pandering a little bit.
Well, but we were talking about this, Mike. You're like, you know how people are running out of ideas in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Like we were talking about this. Literally, the first episode is literally about that.
Yeah.
I gotta watch the show.
Yeah. It's an easy watch. It's like 30 minutes, right?
It's easy watch.
It goes fast.
Yeah. And Seth Rogen
is Severance has ruined TV for Tom. It's like, this is good, right? Tom's like, yeah.
No, I watched it.
No, it's a completely different. It's a completely different
it's different. And I think it's good. I don't know if it's great yet. I think I don't know. Comedies are hard to like get prestige level, you know?
Yep.
I'll tell you.
Wait, Tom, are you when
comedy-
you're traveling? Can you maybe download the first season of Ted Lasso?
I think it's funny that people are downloading stuff. That's like when Michael says that, I think it's like, what are we downloading? What are we talking about?
You can't
preload it. You preload it so that you don't
stream. You can't stream on
the plane because you have Wi-Fi.
Not all. No, you have Wi-Fi, but not all streaming services work well with the internet speeds of at least Delta planes. But the look that Tom's giving me is telling me that United doesn't have.
No, I just like they have shows that I pick from.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
but like I don't
yeah.
know how United's IFE is. That's
in-flight entertainment. Yeah, no one calls it that, Michael.
Yo, IFE, I can't, dude.
Yeah.
That's
crazy. I was calling the biz.
Let me spend more words. That's
IFE,
dude. So IFE in-flight entertainment. I don't know how United's IFE is, but it's like The Sopranos, and then you like
Are
go
you guys
in there.
like flexing on each other's airline of choice? I don't understand what's happening right now.
No. I'm being. Dead
I don't know
serious.
how it is on United.
I want to know.
Michael's a weirdo.
Stop. Because like Delta, like you click on The Sopranos, and it's like season 6, and it's got like episodes 3 through 7. Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what.
Tom, download. Do what Michael's saying and download the first season of Ted Lasso.
But serious question. What is it like on United? Like, will they have full seasons? I want to know.
No, there's a fucking movie. He puts the button, he hits the movie, and now he's watching a movie.
What if he wants to watch a show?
No, like actually, what I do on planes is like they usually have movies that still are in theaters and are not on VOD yet. So I do that.
Yeah.
So like that's where I usually do.
Like, I'll watch. What is it?
Like a
Venom,
Nora would
Venom,
be
The
on
Last
there,
Dance.
or Venom. Yeah.
So I think a lot of the time, what's happening to me is like when I start streaming or maybe binging a show, and then I have to go on a trip. I'm like, I want to keep watching it, so that I will download the episodes of that show.
Yeah.
What was it? I tried to watch a movie that.
Oh man,
Dune
like
2?
No, like that had so much nudity and sex scenes, like from the beginning.
Can't do it.
So. Like I put it on, I'm like, well, it'd probably be in the middle of it, and then it just started with. I was just like, oh my god!
This kid next.
But like, it's a selection on the IFE.
Yeah.
So like, why would they say?
Why is that curated? Why was that curated for your in-flight experience?
I'm just like, oh my god!
Yeah,
and that happened. And then I tried to watch this movie that it was about this like disfigured guy, and it was nothing sexual. It was just so grotesque. Yeah, and like I put it on and I just felt weird again. I was like, who wants to see this for fucking 2 hours?
Yeah.
So
that's when you hope you're in,
baby.
you can watch the raunchy shit when you're in the bulkhead and you have the one that comes out of the side of the chair. In the bulkhead, it's not always in front of you, it comes out of the side.
What is a bulkhead?
I don't even know what you're saying, dude. Isn't
I
that
think
where
you're
they
just subtly trying to flex that you fly a lot? And I don't know what's happening.
Pilots? Aren't they in the bulkhead?
The only part of the bulkhead was in that scene with Leonardo DiCaprio and Catch Me If You Can. You bulkhead, and he's just like, bulkhead.
All right, the bulkhead is when you're in the front row of a section, so there's a wall in front of you, not another row of seats. So you can't put your feet under the row of seats in front of you.
On any plane that I've been in, and there's a wall in front of me, you're in the first row because the wall in front of you is like the bathroom.
No, there's different classes, and especially in larger planes, like there's like. They exist. Bulkheads exist. I'm not making this up. But like
you're saying the monitor's in a different place when you're
the monitor's in like your chair rest. You hit a button
because there is no seat in front of you to put this thing in.
And then you could like turn it in front of you. So like if you were watching a movie with
nudies,
with a lot of nudies, you would just kind of like turn it a little bit, not so face on, and kind of watch from the
cover your boner.
Yeah. Or go to the bulkhead restroom and take care of it. They never say it again. Join a Mile High Club by yourself.
I'm now going to pay attention to Michael's subtleties about his flexing of his flight.
It's not
flight
flexing.
experience.
It's just like it's my industry. These are terms I know. I don't know what else to say.
I totally did not make the connection that it's your industry.
Yeah,
I know you fly a lot.
Tom knows all the film things. He said a sentence before describing film. I was like, that's the most beautiful sentence I've ever heard. The suspension of reality or whatever. I'm like, who talks like that? I say bulkhead and IFE.
Not a little
Like
different.
I've sold like 50 IFEs this year already.
You know, the funny part is I don't sell interiors. I don't mess.
I know.
Oh.
That's what I was saying. Like your job has nothing to do with IFE, right?
Well, no, that's not 100% true. We have, you know, the I'm not going to do it. The
I don't
passenger,
know.
the passenger supply units, like on, you know, where you press the button and the air conditioning and also where the oxygen mask comes out of.
Yeah, you sell
So
that.
we've sold to United, or I don't know if I could say that. I said it. We retrofitted like their entire, not entire, but a good portion of their 767 fleet, which is a wide body aircraft.
Okay.
Like we supplied overhauled units because like the new ones from the manufacturer were extremely high price and very long lead time. So we got them for like half the price in overhauled, which is like reworked condition.
Yep.
And they go on the
Throw 'em in
airplane.
there.
So that's not my customer, but that's something our company has done for sure.
Yep. And that's not really IFE, but
Not at all. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was wondering if
there's
I was
nothing to do
wondering.
with that.
definitely a tangential thing.
It's interior is what it is.
Yeah.
It's interior. We've sold tray tables. Probably the only thing we haven't directly sold is IFE.
The time when I worked there, I sold one spot. I sold one part. I forgot what it was. It was for an F-15 to the Polish government.
Yeah.
It was actually really cool. For $13,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and you did that bid board for Mike too. That
did that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really
Amcom.
Yeah. Wow, good memory.
Anyway, sorry. So next week we'll recap your trip. We'll get into a little bit of a Last of Us. Very excited for that. Poppy Pascal, man, he's so good.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a just a real shortened recap of season 1. I got to watch it again. So maybe like
we'll watch it again. Yeah, watch it again. Yeah.
Have you guys watched Gladiator, the new one?
I have not actually.
No.
So I was a little
bad on the plane.
I was annoyed.
That's a good plane movie.
Yeah, that is a good plane movie.
And I was into it too. I was like an hour and a half into it, and I was like, "Oh fuck, the Xanax kicking in." And then I want to watch the rest.
Can you just?
I didn't.
Xanax?
No, because if there's like one bump on the plane, I'm like, "Oh wait."
All right, so. Yo, that's insane. He works in
he flies so much, like twice a month.
And when I take Xanax, if the plane is rocking up and down, I'm just like
vibing. You also can't watch a movie.
I can't explain it, dude, but it's not made up. It's a real fear. It's a real anxiety. It's like,
I'm not. Dude, I get it. I'm not, dude.
But so I felt that happening. I'm like, no, this is not happening again. I'm like, I'm not. So this podcast helped me for this not to happen. I still have to watch the rest of the movie, but I didn't fall asleep during it. I turned it off. I put on an episode of Modern Family. It was out in 3 minutes.
So still, Avengers Endgame is the only movie that
has withstood you.
and it was probably my 4th time watching it.
Oh my god, dude, that's so ridiculous.
No, I've gotten through other movies, but just not anything that I've watched in the past 5 years.
Well, definitely excited to hear about your trip. It's fucking sick that you're going to the Masters. And there's all the golf. Can you take some video, maybe?
Yeah, so I'm taking a bunch. Yeah. So
sick.
For the first round, at least, we're documenting it, and then we'll see.
Yeah, we'll be able to share with the viewers, man.
Yeah, and then I was thinking, if we're ever in person anywhere, we could do this live. Like I haven't had everything, which would be so.
So
fun.
we do one of those like little like interfaces that we plug the mics into directly, so we still have like really good audio.
Yeah.
That's something that I've heard from, some of our viewers. They're like the audio is really good.
Yeah.
That's what they're
fantastic. I love it.
Everybody's saying that.
What a compliment.
Yeah, like I'm enjoying the pod. Like the audio is good too.
Yeah,
like,
my mom's been watching the pod. She's like, "What are you guys talking about this week? Golf?" She's like, "I'm not going to watch that."
We lost like our only viewer.
Yeah, she's like, "I'm not going to watch that." I'm like, "That's fair. No, that's fair."
Yeah, I get that.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know about the old
it's all
discount.
I really don't want the public to know about that. Actually,
whatever. Who gives a shit, man?
Is there statute of limitations?
It's all part of the journey. 100%. And fuck it. Fuck Edgewood.
You see Edgewood. Yeah, you know it's true.
Just been
man, come on.
It went so high.
I can take it higher.
All right, let's get out of here.
You want to say bye to everybody?
Yeah, we need an outro. Bye, everybody. Thanks for enjoying our golf pod. I sure as fuck did.